Live streaming can be a risky endeavor, and certain streamers have found themselves accidentally showing the world a little bit more skin than they'd intended. These are some of the most infamous wardrobe whoopsies to ever happen live on stream. Arguably the most talked about livestream wardrobe malfunction of 2023, this incident occurred in the midst of what was supposed to be a triumphant streaming return for IShowSpeed. One day after returning to YouTube following a health scare, IShowSpeed was so startled by a moment during a Five Nights at Freddy's stream that he leapt to his feet and began to humorously gyrate his body towards the camera. Unfortunately, it seems Speed's pajamas were unprepared for this sudden activity, and his viewers got a jump scare of their own. Perhaps due to the clearly accidental nature of the incident, YouTube decided against banning IShowSpeed. That wasn't the end of the embarrassment though, as clips of the moment were quickly shared on social media and made fun of by some of his fellow streamers. To the streamer's chagrin, even IShowSpeed's own dad got in on the joke, releasing a music video called IShowMeat that parodied the situation. Since being confronted about the video, Daddy Speed has apologized for capitalizing on an embarrassing moment for his son. And IShowSpeed has all but outlawed members of his chat from referencing the original debacle. As one of the pioneers of Twitch's infamous hot tub meta, Amaranth has courted controversy on more than one occasion. The streamer has been given a number of suspensions for pushing the boundaries of Twitch's conduct policies. But one broadcast became much more revealing than she had planned, and it almost got her kicked off the site. During a fateful ASMR stream in 2019, Amaranth was lying on the floor with her dog, hoping to convince the pupper to make some noises into the microphone with her. She flipped over to talk directly to her dog, then sat up suddenly. In doing so, Amaranth's shorts slipped a bit further up, revealing that she was not wearing any underwear. After this accidental flash was flagged by her chat, Amaranth was suspended from Twitch for 3 days. However, this did not harm her career in the way that many onlookers might have expected. As a matter of fact, Amaranth returned to her channel a few days later to find that her viewership had skyrocketed, with Deserto reporting a nearly 50% increase in users subscribing to her channel. Amaranth took to X, formerly Twitter, to share her astonishment, writing, "It's literally impossible to predict what will blow up on the internet. This banning drama has made me more relevant than everything I've ever done combined." Alinity has stirred up controversy a few times since she started streaming in 2012. From feuds with PewDiePie to accusations of animal abuse, sections of the internet have been scrutinizing the streamer for years. She's also garnered a fanbase who will defend her to the bitter end, finding it unfair that Alinity has been held under a metaphorical microscope for much of her career. In one case, everyone was watching a bit too closely when she accidentally lifted her shirt too high while streaming. While joking around with her audience during a 2020 stream, Alinity attempted to shove a hoodie under her shirt and inadvertently pulled up her bra in the process. She immediately made a shocked face and backed away from the camera. She deleted the VOD of the stream almost immediately, but the clip quickly made the rounds on social media. In response, Alinity offered to enforce her own suspension, electing to stay off of her account for 72 hours. Twitch followed suit shortly thereafter, officially banning Alinity from the platform for a few days. A number of critics found the suspension to be unfairly short, but Alinity quickly shrugged off the embarrassment and got back to interacting with her fans at the end of her suspension. XQc has become well known among fans for his rapid-fire manner of speech and his seemingly boundless energy, as well as his habit of ruffling feathers with his opinionated streams. It's not often that the streamer is speechless, but a bit of goofing around during a gaming stream was enough to nearly freeze XQc in his place. Back in 2022, XQc stepped away from gambling streams to enjoy a bit of Nintendo Switch Sports. Donning black sweatpants and a t-shirt, XQc seemed to be having a grand old time challenging online players to the various games in the Nintendo title. But he got a bit carried away right before a volleyball match. While warming up before the next game, XQc jokingly adjusted his pants, pulling the waistband up as far as it could reach. This had the unexpected side effect of clearly outlining everything below the waist, which set the chat into a frenzy. After realizing what it'd done, XQc began stammering in shock. No skin was shown in this instance, but the streamer clearly couldn't wrap his head around what transpired. Still, he insisted that his viewers didn't actually see what they thought they saw.
I can feel my placement. That is not the way it's currently placed.
Pokemon surprised herself and her viewers during an Overwatch 2 stream in 2022. The content creator stepped away briefly, presumably to the kitchen, and didn't realize that her shirt had somehow come open while she was away. As she sat back down in her gaming chair, she very casually asked her viewers if they knew how long she could leave eggs out before they spoiled. She repeated the question when the answers were not forthcoming, seemingly still oblivious as to what had happened. The chat lit up with subscribers trying to warn Pokemon that she was showing more than usual to her viewers who tuned in for Overwatch 2 gameplay. She quickly covered herself up when she realized what had happened, then stepped away from the stream once again to change her outfit. Pokemon also made sure to delete any traces of the video from her personal Twitch channel. Thankfully for Pokemon and her fans, she was not penalized for this incident, though many were surprised to see that she apparently did not receive a warning from Twitch about the accidental slip.